Hey everybody, it is January 1st, 2021. Goodbye 2020, you can go to hell and kiss my ass. Good riddance. 2020 was the worst year of my life. Not just because of the COVID, I had my shoulder reconstruction, the whole shutdowns, everything. The only good thing to come out of 2020 was we finally settled my mom's case, and I got to take my dad with me on a few photo shoots or a few video shoots, and it was a lot of fun. It's been a while since I've actually done a video. You saw the videos that I posted the last few days. I actually published all those, or I should say I actually edited all those and put them up to publish schedule today, because I shot the videos, and when I was getting ready to edit them and everything, I was still pretty, I wouldn't say sick, but I was really, really weak when I did those other videos. I could barely talk. I'd talk for a few minutes and I'd have to stop and rest, and for every 5 minutes I talked, I'd have to rest for 20 or 30 minutes. My oxygen back then, I was on 5 liters per hour. I'm on 2.5 or 3 now, sometimes 4 at night. But anyway, when I did those videos, before I had a chance to edit them, my computer messed up, and I had to put it in the shop. It messed up just before Christmas, and so everything was closed. And but I managed to get in the shop and out the next day. No big deal. So between not feeling well and not having any strength or energy and computer issues, it's been a while between then. I think I shot the last one about 3 or 4 days after I came home. As you can tell, my voice is still screwed up. It's a little bit better, people say. I still think I sound like Mickey Mouse. When I got home, I weighed 147 pounds. When I went in to the hospital, I weighed 192. And that's 190, 195 is about what I weighed generally for the last few years. And boy, I had no energy at all. And there were times in the hospital when I was so weak that I couldn't sit up on the edge of my bed without assistance. One of the big milestones for me was standing up without assistance for 15 seconds. It was terrible. It was awful. It was horrible. It was the worst experience of my life. I was in the hospital for 26 days, and it wiped me out. It wiped me out emotionally. It wiped me out physically. It wiped me out in every conceivable way you could think of. Like I said, I was down to 147. Today I weighed this morning, I was 174. So I'm going the right way. It's going to take a while. Won't take a while to gain the weight back, but it'll take a while to get it distributed where it needs to go. My physical therapist, I had a physical therapist came to the house twice a week, and he said that he'd never seen anybody, since he's been doing this, progress so fast after being so ill for so long. Excuse me. My physical strength, while I'm still really, really weak compared to before I got sick, I'm so much healthier than I was when I got home. I feel a lot better than I sound. I went and got a haircut. I groom myself now, shave and keep my beard trimmed and brush my teeth. I'm able to take care of myself now. And when I first got home, I wasn't. Brushing my teeth was an absolute chore. I had no strength, no energy, and that's come a long way. The physical therapy, we also worked on my balance, do a lot of balance exercises. That's all come back pretty good. I'm driving now, go out and run errands. I generally have Jennifer or Chrissy with me, but a couple of times I've gone out by myself and taken care of some business since Jennifer went back to work the beginning of this week. And I still get breathless. I still get winded pretty easily. I'm taking walks. My pulmonologist said my lungs, according to all the reports, I also have a nurse that comes out twice a week, checks all my vitals. My lungs are clear. I don't recall in the other videos if I talked about having both types of pneumonia, because I didn't even realize that until my daughter and my wife were talking the other day when I was in there too. But when I went in, I had viral pneumonia, double viral pneumonia. They got that under control pretty quickly, so I'm told. And they took me off the big thing that's in my videos, the oxygen. They took that off and put one of these on me and said, "Oh, you're doing pretty good." And a couple of days later, without explanation, they came in, took this off and put that big one on again. And what happened is I contracted double bacterial pneumonia. And both times it almost got me. I was getting really close both times to, at the very least, going onto a ventilator. And it's my understanding that most people who go on the ventilators end up not surviving. So I'm glad I didn't have to go on ventilator. And I'm glad, certainly glad, that I'm not dead. Since I've been home, said I've been doing the physical therapy, the pulmonologist. I've only seen him on the phone, but he said the reports look good, the numbers look good, wants me to do some blood work, and he has me taking a walk every day. So each evening, Chrissy and I take a walk. I haven't walked further than down to the end of the block yet. I probably walked about 1/8 of a mile yesterday, and I was pretty winded when I got back. It took me a little while to recover. But usually, my blood oxygen will return from the low 80s or high 70s back to 98 or 99 within, after I do my exercises for my physical therapy. Takes about 3 minutes to recover from that. It took about 3 minutes to recover from that walk. But when I take the air off, when I take a shower or shave, get my contacts in, do whatever I'm going to do, I take the air off. It's in the way. And a lot of times from my living room to our bedroom's all about way at the back of the house. So I take this off, leave it in the living room, go to the bathroom, blow my nose, whatever I got to do. And I recover when I get back. I'm usually in the high 80s, and I recover within a minute, back up to 98 or 99. So I'm moving along more quickly than they thought I would. The second time the nurse came over, I was up doing something when she came in, and she said, "I can't believe you're up. Expected you to still be in bed." And not me. I mean, if I can't get up, I can't get up. But if I can get up, I'm going to get up. Within a few days of getting home, I was cooking breakfast, nothing fancy, oatmeal, hot cereal, fried egg sandwiches, real easy stuff. But I'm able to, as I said, I drive, go run errands, go to the store. I went to the store with Jennifer last night, and I get tired. I'm not going to lie about it, but I'm getting up, I'm getting out, and I'm moving along. And I hope I see the pulmonologist again next month, and I'm hoping that I can get off the oxygen by then. It's a real pain in the ass, makes it a hassle to go places, makes it a hassle to walk around the house, makes it a hassle. My nose is dry. I use KY jelly, coat my nostrils with KY jelly so my nose doesn't get so dry. When a few days after I got home, my nose got all plugged up and blew my nose real hard and all the yucky blood clots came out. Sorry for the grossness. But then I got nosebleed about the first 3 times. And I was taking blood thinners. And when they found out, we kept talk to the doctors. And that nurse, when they found out I was as mobile as I was, they said to stop taking the blood thinners. You don't need it. If you're mobile, you don't have to worry about blood clots. So I stopped taking the blood thinner and I stopped having nosebleeds. However, my nose still bleeds because this dries it out so bad. But it's not, it's just bleeds because it gets so dry and scabbed inside and stuff. So that's why I coat it with KY jelly. I've been doing that for a couple of weeks now and it really helps, so I'm more comfortable. My emotional state is terrible. I have trouble sleeping. I don't have trouble falling asleep. I have trouble staying asleep. And then I have trouble going back to sleep. My anxiety level is up here most evenings. Right now I feel fine. I'm busy. I'm doing something. I'm distracted. I'm thinking about it. Talking about it doesn't bother me. But the evenings, are difficult. I haven't had a full-blown panic attack in some time. I don't think I've had one since I got home. My memory of the first week or so of being home is pretty spotty. I don't remember a lot, just like I don't remember a lot from the hospital. In the course of conversations with my family, I'm finding out things that happened in the hospital of which I was unaware, that I had no memory of. And every once in a while, something will come back to me and I'll ask Jennifer about it. She'll say, yeah, that happened. And my time frames are messed up. I can't remember what happened. I don't remember exactly when I shot the videos from when I was in the hospital. Had to have been prior to the, I guess I've been in there a couple of weeks because I have the big thing on. And after the second, or maybe after 2.5 weeks or something like that, I got this back once they got the bacterial pneumonia under control. But anyway, my memory's messed up, but I have a real hard time seeing certain things on television, things that have to do with hospitals or people being trapped, anything like that, people being sick. I tried to watch a movie last night with Chrissy and Jennifer, and I couldn't even finish watching it. Had a lot of hospital people dying, talking about, I don't want to die, and I'm just too emotional for it. And you think, big guy like me, doing all these things and racing motorcycles and riding Harleys and all the puffed out chest that I spent my life being, wouldn't have these emotional problems, but I do. My therapist has said that I most likely have PTSD. My hospital stay wasn't like most because I had absolutely no human contact. The nurses that would come in and take my vitals, that's as close as I got to human contact, except for the one night they let Jennifer come and see me. I thought that was just a couple of days before I came home. She said it was about a week. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you something. Human beings need physical contact, especially if they're down. If you're down, you need physical contact with someone, hopefully somebody you love, your wife. You know, if you're young or if you have a good relationship with your mom or your sister, you need that human interaction. And I had none. I couldn't have visitors. There was no windows where my family could come and look through the window and wave at me. Nothing. I was in a room that was, well, you saw it. If you haven't seen the videos from the hospital, go back and look at them. I get a little, this is what my room looks like thing. It was probably about a 10 by 10 room with one window that looked out onto another part of the hospital. And I was stuck there. I couldn't get up by myself. If I had to go to the bathroom, I had to call the nurses. They had to bring in a portable toilet, sit it next to my bed, and you can imagine the rest of that. And I had to have someone in there with me at all times. When I was taking a crap, I had a nurse standing right next to me. And I was sick enough that I didn't care. I just had to do what I had to do. The first time I said, "Can I have some privacy?" She said, "No, you can't, sorry." And so I'm still dealing with the aftermath of all that. And I have a doctor's appointment coming up on Wednesday, and I'm going to talk to my doctor about some kind of long-term medication for my anxiety level, which stays way too high, way too much. And I have Ativan, but that's more to stop panic attacks, short-term, fast-acting, lasts a couple hours, just fins it off is all it does. And it's addictive. I don't want to get strung out on it, but I don't want to take it every day like that. It becomes ineffective, as most drugs that you take too often. Jennifer's there. I talk to her most nights. I'll sit down and just talk about what happened and where I am now and where I want to be in a month, whatever. She's heard it all 500 times, but she just sits patiently and listens to me. And there's no substitute for that. I have a therapist I talk to on the phone. She's been my therapist for quite some time. And therapists are high-paid listeners. They really, I don't know, she's a great therapist, but I don't get the same comfort talking to my therapist as I do talking to Jennifer about this, about what's going on with my health. I talk to my therapist about things that are going on in my life, and sometimes Jennifer's part of those issues, and talking to her about that would not be practical. There are things that not everybody needs to know. I feel, like I said, I feel better than I look. I'm able to get around the house. I don't have to walk, or I haven't used that for weeks. And I get around the house really well, walk around. I'm still real weak. I can't try to carry some groceries in last night and do it, but used to I could carry 5, 6, 7 bags of groceries all at once in the house. And last night I just carried one in. But anyway, again, I don't monetize these videos. I didn't monetize the ones from the hospital, and I'm not going to monetize these. I want these to be more like public service announcements. This is what can happen if you get COVID-19. It's not what will happen. Jennifer and Chrissy and my daughter Cassie, as I've said in other videos, all had COVID-19. And none of them got overly sick. They just stayed home, self-quarantined, and got over it. So this isn't going to happen to everybody. I don't know what the percentage of people is. I don't know what the percentage is of people who do get as sick as I did, and it's probably not very high. The hospitalizations is a higher number than the deaths, so more people are hospitalized, but still, I don't know if they get as sick as I got. Some get sicker, the ones that have to go on ventilators. But as I said, it's my understanding most of those people don't survive. So, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Be careful. Everybody knows how I felt about the lockdowns. I wasn't around people very much. I was by myself out shooting videos when I was out generally. I wore a mask when I had to. There were times I didn't and places I didn't, but I stayed away from people. So I'm not sure where I got this. Who knows? Touch a handrail, pick my nose. Doesn't matter if I have a mask on or not. I don't think the lockdowns have worked. California is a great example. We have over 2 million cases of COVID-19, and I don't know how the deaths are still under 0.5%. I just want everybody to know that this isn't just like some flu bug. If you get this, it can do this to you. It has changed my life drastically and dramatically. I believe that the further away I get from it, the better I'll be emotionally. I'm 60 years old, 61, but I'm one of those people who fortunately aged really well. And I was in really good shape. See my videos? Now, if I wasn't fat, I wasn't overweight, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I have no vices, and it still did this to me. So, take precautions. I believe we need to go out and live. I believe we need to open the state back up and get our economies running again before it's too late, if it's not already too late. And let this run its course. I've said from the beginning, I'm a fatalist. If I was destined to catch this disease, I was destined to catch it. I damn sure didn't think I would get this sick, but I did, and I survived. So, take reasonable precautions. You want to be a rebel? Be a rebel. This isn't about politics. This isn't about how you feel about masks. It's just about COVID-19. I don't have much else to say right now. I'll keep making videos as my condition improves and let everybody know how I'm doing. Everyone take care, be safe, and have a happy new year. See you later.